Okay, before I forget, I ran upstairs and got Hawk Run Hollow and the Plum Street sampler I was telling you about. I'll show you those in a second, but I want to make sure I mention that, and I think bidding closed yesterday, but I want to make sure that I mention that Bindi, Michelle Garrett, did a fundraiser auction of a dimensions kit, a beautiful dimensions kit with an angel or a woman and animals, kind of a, you know, Mother Nature sort of kit. Look, check out her Instagram. You can see it there. And the funds are going to the theater in Valley that I was telling you about. We still don't have definitive word if the theater is going to be able to survive this. I think they've raised now about $15,000, but it looks like repairs and that sort of thing, even with donations of certain equipment and that sort of thing, it looks like repairs are going to be more than that, and the potential is that they may have to sell the building eventually. Since it's a nonprofit, if they sell the building, they're going to, whatever money they make on selling the building, that money will go back into scholarships for previous students who did workshops and whatnot at the theater. But they're still kind of plugging away and hoping, you know, to get everything they've gotten all the water out, and now they're just sort of dealing with, you know, walls and that sort of thing. And so Michelle did an auction of that Dimensions kit, and the money will go to the theater. And my plan, when I looked, I don't know what the final bid was. I'll have to go look here in a bit, but my plan is whatever, I think the bidding was up to $75 or something like that. So Brian and I will match whatever the final bid is and donate that amount as well. So if the final bid ends up at 100 or 150 or whatever, I'm not sure it got that high, but regardless, we'll match that and we'll donate that amount to the theater as well. So, but anyway, check out Michelle Bendy on Instagram to see that kit that she auctioned, and that was very sweet, and I so appreciate it. And I'm not going to cry today. Okay, so I wanted to show you Plum Street Sampler Liberty's Welcome. Looks like that. It was the lady in the long dress in the carriage that got me on this one. Not that I don't love every single thing about it, but that. And I am doing that on a piece of, for a change I can tell you, I'm doing that on a piece of, sorry, Vintage Meadow Rue 36 count, which is, it called for Legionnaire Latte, but we chose Vintage Meadow Rue. And then, I'm sure you've all seen this in the past, but the Village of Hawk Run Hollow looks like that. Nothing about this I don't love. Absolutely nothing about this I don't love. And this is one that I think will be fun to work on year round, because there's kind of a block for, you know, it's the Village. And that is going to be stitched on a piece of, so this is what Vintage Meadow Rue looks like. And then the Village is going to be stitched on a piece of colonial parchment. And I ended up buying the whole yard of this because it was so gorgeous. It's, you know, it's like parchment. Oh, here's a smaller piece I can maybe show you. It's like parchment, but it's, oh, it's just got a lot of movement in it. It was so beautiful, and I thought, well, there's a lot of things I can use that for. So that's what that's being stitched on. I'm excited to get started on those. Not sure when I will, but they're both fully kitted, and I'm doing both of them in DMC. The Plum Street Sampler, and I had never seen this, was charted in both NPI Silks and DMC, and but I'm doing it in DMC, so that'll work out just fine. Haven't started those, but what I have been working on, so has everybody seen the Going Back to Hands-On Designs? And she has a lot of these little mattress finishes or cube type finishes, block kind of finishes, and I think she has a series of 7. There's Vino, and there's I can't remember, but they're all kind of 4-letter words, not bad words, but 4-letter words, and then that are represented in these little kind of mattress style pillow. Let's see if she's called what she calls it on here. No, I don't know if it's what they're exactly called, but it's a series. So I had seen the Meow and Woof that I think came out at Market, and had seen pictures of them online or whatever, and they didn't strike me. I mean, they just really didn't strike me. But she had the models in the shop on Saturday, and they are just to die for. They are so cute, both of them. And so I bought both of those and planned to do both of those. And then I saw this, and I also don't know if this is a Market release. I kind of feel like it's not, but I don't know. But it's called Stitching by the Sea. And it looks like this. And I just love that, you know, nautical, right? Simple, cute. So I got the tiniest start on this. And I found this fabric in my stash. No idea what it is, but it looks like sand to me. You know, I thought that was just perfect for Stitching by the Sea. And what I decided to stitch this in is I ordered, and I had just gotten the same day, I think from Annie B's, I ordered Priscilla's Spring Floss Pack. And so those came, and I thought, well, those are going to be just absolutely perfect for Stitching by the Sea. I mean, all the colors, perfect, perfect, perfect. So that's what I'm using for Stitching by the Sea. Just got a tiny start on that. Hope to work on that more today. And then the other big thing that I've been working on is A Savior's Praise, Shakespeare's Peddler. You've all seen it. And what really drew me into this was the border and all the different little, you know, a border that's all the same all the way around is really cool. But a border like this that's different all the way around and has a ship in it, I just fell in love with that. So I wanted to do that ship. And I was telling Julie that I was working on the ship, and she's like, you should have saved it till the end to give yourself something to look forward to. And I probably should have, but I didn't. So what I have done, well, let's see. This is a really big piece. And I'm stitching this on a piece of 40 count, and I don't remember what it's called. It's pretty basic. But I got new readers. So I was having a lot of problems with 40 count. In fact, when I started this, I worked on it for one evening, and then I emailed Jen at Jen Stitching Niche, and I asked her if she had something that would be big enough to do this on 32 count, because I was struggling so much with the 40 count. And she got back to me the next day and said, I do, but try to stick with 40 count, because I think you'll really like it, and I think you'll like how delicate it is, and you know. And so I went out and bought new readers, or actually had my husband pick me up a new pair of readers, and they're 4.0, and they've made all the difference in the world, and I'm not having any problems. So here's what I have so far on A Savior's Praise. I started in the middle with that bird, the little red bird that's going to be at the top of a tree, and did kind of the numbers, and then moved to the right and did the other tree, started the house, the vine, the bumblebee. The bumblebees in this are so cute. I mean, there aren't a whole lot of stitches to each one, but they come out, oh, they're just adorable. And then worked my way up to the ship. And so on Sunday, I think it was, I finished up the ship and the little fish at the bottom in the ocean, and not quite finished up the ship, but almost. So super pleased with this, very much enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I thought I was going to say one more thing about that. I don't know. I woke up in the middle of the night and I watched Teresa's video, and she talked about a mistake that she purposefully put in the chart, and that it would be easy enough to fix. And I was thinking about it in the middle of the night. Oh, I see it. So it says now it's from the song. I don't know if the song is called A Savior's Praise. I was raised, we're Lutheran, but but I was born and raised Catholic, went to an all-girl Catholic high school. And this was a song that we sang all growing up. And it's I think we called it Now We Thank All Our God, but it's probably called A Savior's Praise. Anyway, so it's the verse, it's the lyrics from that song. And it's and I won't sing for you because I can't sing, But one of the lines is with countless gifts of love, and countless only has, now let me see if I can find it here. Okay, second to last line. With countless gifts of love, and can you see countless only has one S? So Teresa had made the comment that if you want to fix it and not have there be a mistake in it, you can just shorten this little, you know, scribble, whatever that, you know, whatever that is. But I woke up in the middle of the night for some reason thinking about it, thinking, no, I want the mistake in there. I want the mistake in there. And then I'm sure, you know, when I die, like, people will look at my stuff and be like, oh my gosh, you didn't know how to spell countless. I think that's kind of funny. Okay, one last thing that I, kind of a new purchase and a new start. A day or two, or maybe even during the flood when we were still kind of stuck at Riverside and had no way out, I get an email, a weekly or maybe bi-weekly email from Nancy's Needle. And Nancy's Needle does the long stitch. She designs beautiful long stitch patterns. And she had sent one out with some new patterns, and there was one called Prairie Garden. And Nebraska is very much prairie land, and I thought this would be a good thing to stitch in honor of kind of this spring in Nebraska, and will make me think about, you know, look back on things, and I don't know exactly what I'm going for here, but I just thought it would be a good thing to stitch. So it's called Prairie Garden. I think it's beautiful. I think, you know, it's very, in a way, it could be a summery piece with the greens. Those greens are very summery to me. But with the peaches and the yellow in the flowers, that could also be kind of fall. So, but I just thought it was beautiful, and I thought, you know, Nebraska, prairie land, whatever. So here's my start on, oh, it's not coming out nearly as pretty as it is. It's much more vibrant than that. It's really, the light's kind of funky. It's really dulling that out. So, anyway, I think that's about it. Yeah, it's been kind of a good week. I've been doing a lot of spring cleaning and preparation for spring, but for Caitlin to come. And it always feels good to, you know, like clean out the linen closet and clean out the fridge, and not that you only clean out the fridge in the spring, but you know what I mean. And so I've been doing that, and then doing some stitching, and it's been a good couple of weeks. So I hope you're all doing well. I'm praying that this storm, you know, especially if you're anywhere in Minnesota or the Dakotas, Western Nebraska, Colorado, I'm praying that this storm is not as bad as they think, and that it kind of dissipates and, you know, won't be bad. But if it is where you are, please stay safe, stay off the roads, all of that good kind of stuff. And yeah, that's all. I hope you're all well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.